I think it's a good program just because you get a little bit of a taste of what it's going to be like to even work with iron, and if that's kind of what you want to do. You get to learn how to weld, you get to start with your proper small hand tools and power tools, you get to read tape measures, you get to learn layout, things like that, and get to learn the safety of pretty much the basics to get you started and kind of get a taste of what it's like, really. I'm an iron worker in local 12 out of Albany. I do bridge construction to buildings. I've worked on most all the local big bridges for New York State Bridge Authority. I've worked down at West Point Military, built a cadet building, and I've worked in Albany, and I built a new Rivers Casino and all the apartments next to it. It's a good stepping stone. You get to learn all your basics. I mean, you can't just go out and get a job and have no experience. You gotta have something. I think it's a good program. I mean, you get to come here and you get to try it out, and I mean, it's not for everybody. I mean, if you don't go here and you graduate and you want to go to modern welding school, it's probably 30 grand to go there, figure out you don't like it. And they teach you safety in here and how to properly do things. Because I mean, I work with kids that even come out of my apprenticeship at my hall, and they don't really learn that. I mean, it's a lot of hands-on stuff, that setting up torches. A lot of people don't even know how to set up torches, you know. Set up their own welders, stuff like that, set up all their own stuff to work with. I am really happy that I took the program here at Questar III.
I think the experience was probably one of the best experiences I've had for academics so far. It was just an amazing experience. I got to challenge myself. The first part was, it was like a brain anatomy section, and we had actual human brains to look at, about 25 of the stations. The second part, it was the written test, and that was based off the brain facts book as well as the other textbook. It was like a generic neuroscience textbook. The next one was a histology section where we had to look at printout pictures from microscopes and judge like what type of cell they were. We had a patient diagnosis section, so we had mock patients that presented symptoms to us, and we had about 4 minutes of each patient to ask them 3 questions and order diagnostic tests, and we got to diagnose them with what we thought. Professor Russell, she's an amazing teacher. She always has an optimistic outlook on every day, every student. She always, even if we have a rough day, she'll come up, give you a hug. She like always pushes us to do better than we can. She's a very understanding professor, and I'm very thankful for that. It's definitely a challenge writing like those first research papers, but it's definitely a good experience to get you ready for college, and I love every like second of it. I've always been interested in medicine since I was at like a very young age. Neuroscience kind of came into my life when my brother was diagnosed with epilepsy. I'm finalizing down to 2 colleges right now. I'm gonna be majoring in biology as like a general major, and then I'm gonna focus on neuroscience as like either a double major, or I'll do biology as a major and minor in neurology. I'm not really sure yet. I wanna go take all the prerequisites for medical school and hopefully go into med school after 4 years, and I'm gonna continue my research. Definitely with biomedical oriented research, especially like neurology, but I'm also interested in many other diseases, so we're gonna see where that leads me.
I've cooked with my mom since I've been very little, and it sort of stuck with me, so I've done it a lot. My mom and dad both did BOCES. They were up at the one near Albany, near the Albany airport, so my mother did floral and my father did auto. So it was kind of sort of a family tradition to go and do Questar. In the CIA, I'm starting there September 11th. I just deposited my deposit there on Friday, so I'm all set to go there. I was ecstatic because I was accepted to all the 5 colleges I applied to, so I was very happy. And it shows how well I've worked throughout my high school years to be able to go that far and be accepted to all my colleges that I applied to. I'm going to take a degree in Culinary Arts, my associates, and then do my bachelor's in business. And once I leave there, be a health inspector. That way I also have my degrees for my cooking to fall back on. Chef Snyes was a baker. He owned his own restaurant, bakery, and Chef Otati actually was from the CIA, and he's done all sorts of stuff. So you have a good amount of experience to pull from and learn about, and They've both helped me with my techniques. They are really great mentors to have because then they push you to strive, and they expect what they want, but they don't push you so hard that you crack. I'm very, very happy that I learned so much from the Questar III program, and I would recommend it to anybody else that would really love to learn how to cook.